broke down after years of being overshadowed by my autistic sister. Now my parents want to talk, and I'm moving in with my grandfather. Plus one update. Posted by Negade's Rule 33. The title makes me sound horrible, but hear me out. My sister is severely autistic. She requires attention almost 24/7 and cannot be left alone. She is nonverbal and cannot take care of herself at all. Despite the fact that she is only 12, she is extremely destructive and violent and destroys anything she gets her hands on. I hate her. That should be wrong to say, but it doesn't feel like it. I was only 6 years old when she was born, and since then I've never solely had my parents' attention. Ever since I can remember, the world has revolved around her. I was moved out of my room into the basement at 7 because she needed to be in the room next to my parents. All of my toys as a child were destroyed by her, and my parents simply ignored me when I complained. Even when I was 14 and she destroyed a MacBook my school gave me, I was in the wrong. Along with this, I am expected to take care of her and drop everything I do for her. I can never make plans with friends because my parents expect me to be there if they need me to take care of her. Even when I do somehow get time to myself, I am required to leave if they need me. If I do not, then I am punished. The most recent example of this is when I went to see the new Spider-Man movie and was grounded because I turned my phone off in the theater. It seems as if I am nothing more than a slave to them, and anything involving her simply overshadows me. This last week, I was chosen to give a speech at a school event. I was so excited, and my parents promised to be there, but they never showed and claimed it was because of my sister. Anytime something like this happens for me, they are too busy with her. I've held this in for so long, and it finally spilled out today. While talking about colleges with my father, he joked that I should get a degree that pays well, so when they're gone, I can take care of my sister. I don't know why, but this caused me to break down. I cried and screamed about how it's always about her. I'm nothing more than a caretaker to them, that they always make it about her, and that I'm expected to be her slave for the rest of my life. I've locked myself in my room since then, and my parents have not come to check on me. Am I in the wrong here? Update 1 week later. Well, since that day I made the post, I've been staying with my grandfather. The week has honestly been a huge change for me, for better and for worse, but I'll try to explain everything. I started by telling my grandpa the story of why I broke down the way I did, and to be honest, he seemed horrified. No one in my family knew my parents were essentially using me as free care for my sister. My grandpa told me some things that I don't feel comfortable repeating here, but in essence, my sister is supposed to be receiving care from a professional, and my parents have been ignoring that. Along with this, I was not supposed to be caring for her at all, given her mental state, as she is apparently a danger to herself and others. With everything else I told him, including the incident with the movie, he was really mad and told me not to contact my parents without him there. He made it clear that he would be meeting with my parents beforehand and that he would be present when I sat down with them. The rest of the week consisted of other family members checking in on me and telling me things my parents hid from me. This included the fact that my parents have been taking money from family members to fund a caretaker that doesn't exist. Suffice to say, this week has been rough. But the upside is that, even through all this, my extended family has been showing me more love than I've felt in a long time. My grandfather spent this last week making up for the time I've lost, encouraging me to spend time with friends and do things I want to do. My aunts and uncles have also been helping me through the week. Saturday night, I sat down with my parents to talk. It went badly, to say the least. They came clean to me about everything and told me things I will not repeat here, but they did not apologize. My parents still claim that I somehow owed my sister my time, with my father even saying, "You were put here to be her caretaker." I won't lie and say I was composed. After everything I learned, I confronted them about the fact that my sister needs a caretaker, the money my dad was taking from his sister, and a few other things. They denied it or made excuses. In the end, we left off in a worse place than before. Today will be my last time talking to them for a while. After talking with my grandfather and uncle last night, I've decided not to go back. Later today, I'm going there to pick up my things and move in with my grandfather. When I graduate high school, I'm planning to leave the state to go to college. My aunt has told me that the money she was sending to my dad will instead be coming to me from now on. My parents have called me twice since Saturday, but neither call was to apologize, only to ask when I'm coming home. I won't be going back to them. Right now, I still feel uneasy about everything, but I think that will pass. The rest of my family is showing their support for me, and honestly, it feels great. But in the end, I've lost my parents. Over all of this, I've learned something that I wish I had seen earlier. I don't hate my sister. In fact, I love her with all my heart. I should never have projected my hatred onto her. That was wrong, and someday I hope to make up for it. But for now, I need to leave. We just got back from moving my things out of my parents' house. Everything I wanted to take, my grandpa and uncle helped move, and it's now at my grandpa's house. I have my birth certificate, social security card, and every other document and record I could think of. My parents were quiet the whole time I was there. Shortly after I arrived, my dad left with my sister, and my mom only hovered over us silently as we moved. It took a while, but as we left, she broke down and told me she loved me and would miss me. I hugged her and said goodbye, and that was it. Even now, I sit here and wonder if she really meant it. After this whole week of her not saying anything, she waited until the very end. I hope she meant it. Right now, though, I think I just need to look ahead. Maybe one day my parents and I can reconnect. I hope so. That's it for today's story. Follow and subscribe for more. Have a great day.